MMA Weekly, Damon Martin here with Phil Davis at UFC 123. Phil, this is first guaranteed fight on TV. You get to be on the main card. Any different feeling for you? A lot more interviews. What is the kind of feeling for you?
Same deal, same story. Just doing my thing, getting ready.
Is it any more? Is it just seeing your natural progression to kind of come up in the sport, or does it feel any different as far as that goes? Just knowing you're going to be on TV, that kind of stuff.
The only thing different for me is just to be able to tell my friends, hey, all right, you can order it this time. I promise on. Before it's like, I might be on. So it's cool. Now I can tell them you can order it. I'll be on. Don't worry. Right after Ceteropolis and Joe Lozon.
After all your fights, you've kind of been your own toughest critic, critiquing your style, noticing what you want to improve upon. Is that a big part of what you want to be as far as a fighter, making sure you don't get a big head and, thinking you're great at this? I mean, you've been very critical of all your performances, and is that a big part of where you feel like you need to do to grow?
I think it's necessary. I mean, if you believe where I'm at and the game is, worthy of anything, belt worthy right now, that's ridiculous. I'm coming up. I'm making a lot of mistakes. I'm working to correct them, and I mean it's just real as it gets. I'm making a lot of mistakes, and I'm trying hard to just chop it up every day and pull out all the mistakes, all the kinks wherever I can.
About a year ago, a lot of people were talking about Jon Jones. He's the future. Now he's, main events, co-main events, gets some pretty big fights.
Right.
You've been getting some of those same mentions as far as, maybe a year from now. Do you take that as a compliment? Do you read into that too much? I mean, how do you take the hype, so to speak?
I guess I'll take it. I don't know. I feel like I don't always know what's going on because I try my best not to read it. Every now and then my mom will say, Phil, you won't believe what they said. I say, stop. Don't tell me. I don't want to hear it. But it's, I embrace the idea of being recognized next to a guy that's main eventing like Jon Jones and finishing cats in the first round. I mean, what can you say? If you want to think I'm as good as him, go right ahead. Except I'm not main event. Except I haven't finished anyone. But I'm not finishing guys main event in the first round. I would love to be there, but in due time.
It seems like that's the great attitude to have. Jon kind of had the same thing, and now you see where he's at. I mean, do you feel like that's the attitude you got to have?
Yeah, absolutely. He worked hard for it. Now he's doing his thing.
And with Tim Boetsch, obviously the opponent, Tim's a very strong fighter, very aggressive. The one knock on his game, he's a wrestler, but he struggled against other wrestlers. His 3 losses are all to wrestlers. Have you looked at that, or do you kind of notice tendencies in his game that he struggled against high-level wrestlers?
I missed that, but we might have to take that back to the hotel when we go over that again. But it's hard to say. When you take something like that, he struggled against high-level wrestlers in the past. Boom, that's in the past. Being said, would he, going against a guy of national caliber, national champion caliber, would he try to correct that mistake? He hasn't fought a national champion in wrestling. So my theory is that if he's fighting someone that was better in wrestling than the wrestlers he's fought, he's probably going to fix that. So I try not to let that influence me or get me too riled up any type of way. I'm definitely going to use my wrestling, but I don't want to think that just because I'm a good wrestler, this should be an easy fight. Not at all.
This is a little closer to home for you. Obviously, Detroit's a few hours away from Pennsylvania. I've talked to you before about fighting in Pittsburgh, fighting in Pennsylvania.
Can't wait.
Are you hoping that does happen?
I had a friend who lives in Pittsburgh say that she ran past a sign the other day that says the UFC is going to Pittsburgh. I don't know if that's true or not. Could be true, could not. Rumors. But if that's true, I would love to fight in Pittsburgh. Love to. It'd be great. Just to be in Pennsylvania. That'd be great if it was anywhere near Harrisburg where I'm from, but you know what? Or Penn State in the BJC. Either way, I love it. Either way.
If that fight does get made, are you going to ask? A lot of guys say I'm going to be on that card. Joe Lozon said that for Boston. Will you be the one calling Joe Silva saying I want to be on that card?
If honestly, if the timing's right, I'm all over it. If the timing don't make sense, then it don't make sense.
Are you going to have friends and family come up for this one?
Friends and family are coming. friends and family, and lots of Penn Staters. They will be in attendance.
Good stuff, Phil. Appreciate it as always.
Thank you.